Hello YouTube, another day with Wade. I had to move his bed because that seems to be where he likes to lay. He's got his bear. He's coming along. Kind of was a jerk because he didn't want to listen earlier, and he's a black dog that wants to run around the darkness, so he's lost his off the leash policy for a little while again, but we're working on him. But anyways, the real reason I was doing this video is well, dang it, he tinkled when I was in the other room. Nuts. I did a video the other day called I'm Coming to Your House, and oh really? Because it's an old question that all the preppers and homesteaders always have to deal with. Because so many people constantly say I'm coming to your house, and a lot of people made some really good points. I'm not gonna mention anybody's names because some of you I applaud. Some of you are gonna probably get mad at me after you watch this video. Ooh, it's cold up here. Nothing much has changed up here, but a really common response that I did see. Now, I know that a lot of my subscribers are just funny buggers like me. So part of what they were saying was a bit of humor. But the most common response I read was, oh, Wade's moving around. Oh, don't worry. Well, I mean, I'm going to cliff notes it, but don't worry, I'll just shoot him. Don't worry, I have a place to put dead bodies. Don't worry. That's a very common response. A lot of people have that response. Now, I'm not saying that wouldn't be many people's response. But everybody thinks that in a situation, they're going to change who they are. Are you that kind of person now? Have you been in highly violent situations? Have you had to deal with people in a very violent manner? Not even talking about killing someone. I just mean having to hurt someone so bad to make them stop doing what they're doing, where they're literally in a bad physical way, where it's hospital care or has altered their life state entirely after their intentions of dealing with you. I'm just saying it's a very common response that I'll just pull out a gun and shoot him. Great. But honestly, how many disagreements do you have right now that you solve with a gun? Just wondering. I'm sure there might be a few people that watch me that do. But how many disagreements do you solve with your fists right now? And again, I'm sure there's a lot of people that do. Now, there was other responses to this question that said, I don't really have anybody that comes around, so it's not a concern for me, or it's fine because at my home location, nothing is there, so even when I have people over, they don't notice anything, which again is great. And I've also had people that say, hey, I've got all these other spots that I'm just going to disappear to. But I've also had responses that we just say it's this or we just say it's that. One person said, we were flat out asked, we were preppers, and we said, no, we just have a big family to feed. But that's my point about this whole situation. People aren't stupid. Well, people are stupid, person is not. As soon as you get a whole bunch of humans in a group, they get dumber. You would think it'd be smarter, but most of the time it gets dumber. I've dealt with a lot of large group situations, and for the most part, the more people you get involved, the dumber everyone gets. It's a mob mentality thing. But if people can just walk in, and a lot of people that know me know that I'm living out on a farm, but they don't see any type of level of preps. They just walk into my shop and go, wow, this is a great place to stay. Man, if something happens, as a joke, if something happens, I'm coming to your place. And I'm like, okay. I don't think it's going to be any better here than your place. Maybe I'm coming to your place. This is a very common response for me, because I don't show anyone that I have this, that, the other thing. For the most part, the people that know I have this are the people that are allowed to come here. And in all honesty, a lot of people that say they want to come here won't be able to, due to family reasons, one reason or another, logistics. And hey, that's just how it's going to happen depending on the situation. Though a lot of my buddies, they know that if there's a really bad ice storm coming, beat the ice storm, just come here. We'll sit there and we'll fire up the wood stove and everybody will be fine. Because that's what we deal with here, is ice storms are a big major problem for us. My road was shut down just the other night from a big snowstorm, and I mean, it wasn't even big. I barely registered it, but there was a big accident. I could have launched a crossbow bolt and shot the car from my house. So stuff happens, but my one comment is, a lot of people, which I expected, were going to say, I'm going to throw you in the compost pile. I'm going to bury you in a hole. I've got, this many guns. All these different statements, which, granted, are valid. I mean, why should the grasshopper get let in? But are you that cruel and violent of a person? Have you ever really had to deal with stuff? Have you ever dealt with horrible situations where you have altered someone's life by the physical violence you have had to deal with or put on them? Just think about it, guys. It's a random statement. And you know what? I'm probably going to have a bunch of people mad at me that say, oh, well, that's because you're a wussy and you couldn't do it. Or, I can do it because I'm this strong. Listen, you don't know me. I don't know you. I'm just saying, the whole purpose of this YouTube thing for me is just to get out there and talk to people and have them think about stuff. And if you're instantly jumping to violence when you work in a bank and you do not deal with actual physical violence on any regular scale, or haven't before, you might want to think about it. You might want to think of some non-violent ways to deal with people, because that's what you're going to be stretching for. And I mean, many of these alpha male types, you got a wife and kids, right? You think they're going to look at you the same if all of a sudden you blew away someone at the end of the driveway? Just think about it, guys. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't be one to load up for bear and do something too, but I know who I am. Do you know who you are? Thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably lose a few subscribers on this one, but heck, maybe I'll gain a few, because I just want people that want to think. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.